And we welcome you to the Doghouse at the campus of Beckley-Stratton Middle School tonight. Video Productions presents exciting middle school basketball. It's the Roadrunners, beep beep of Park, 1-1. They take on their crosstown rival, the Beckley-Stratton Bulldogs. They're also 1-1. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry. I'm working solo here tonight as we welcome you into the Dutch Miller Beckley Auto Mall pregame show. The game will tip at the top of the hour. As I mentioned, Park 1-1, Beckley-Stratton 1-1. Park, they defeated Princeton and lost to Independence. Beckley-Stratton defeated Trap Hill, and they also lost to Independence. So this is a good early season test for both of these teams. Damian Tunstall, in his first year as the head coach at Park, he's taken over where Cam Shannon had been the coach at Park, and Damian Tunstall was the assistant. And now with Cam Shannon and not coming back for family reasons, Damian Tunstall is now the head man at Park. For Beckley-Stratton, Jerron Jones will run the show there. The JV game going on right now, and they got about a minute and 20 left in the JV game, and it's a 4-point lead for Beckley-Stratton, 39-35 as Park has the ball. So we've got a tight JV game, and we're expecting, from what I've talked to both coaches, of a very tight varsity game as Park just scored a basket, as you're seeing some of the video of the JV game. So with 1:06 left in regulation, Beckley-Stratton is in front of Park 39-37. So we might have extra basketball on the JV level, and that's okay. The varsity game, like I said, not scheduled to tip until 7 o'clock. Glad you're with us here, and we're just almost Christmas time. It's hard to believe that Christmas is just 2 weeks away as we trying to get this basketball season up and going. Like I said, both these teams have only played 2 games, or third game of the season, and this was always a rivalry back in the day, and it still is a rivalry. But what I'm going with this is that back when it was Beckley Junior High and Park Junior High, it was always toward the end of the season. And even though when it became Beckley-Stratton became one in Park, they always played in, after the first of the year, like mid-January or coming down the stretch. But for this particular year, they're playing early in the third game of the season. So right now there's 41 seconds left in regulation of the JV game, and it's 39-37 in favor of Beckley-Stratton. We also want to let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Dr. Tabbitt, and we'll get that up on the screen for you here in just a second. Dr. Tabbitt, the West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma. Dr. Tabbitt will take care of you whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury. Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet. He sure will, and he'll do an excellent job. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. You can dial up Lori at 304-252-8646. Once again, as I mentioned, I'm working solo tonight. We do have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins here. Loretta Stiltner also here. You're producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. All right, here's Park with the ball in the final 35 seconds of regulation with a chance to tie or even take the lead in this JV game. And let's see how this unfolds. As maybe you can see some of the action right now, as that was a missed shot by Park. And Park will have the possession with 26 seconds left in the JV game. So maybe let's see if we can bring you some of the JV action before we get you ready for the varsity game as well. Final 25 seconds. Like I said, Park can tie it or take the lead with the 2. That's a nice drive to the basket. And the putback, well, Park had 2 point-blank looks at the basket, and they couldn't get it to go. And Beckley-Stratton now gets fouled. They may hang on with 13 seconds left in regulation, and Park's going to take a timeout. So if Park takes a timeout, we're going to take our first pregame break as we move to the tip between Park and Beckley-Stratton, the middle school game at the top of the hour. You're watching live streaming coverage of Raleigh County Middle School basketball here on Video Productions.
Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the No Down Payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School. And while we're away, a fantastic finish. This middle school JV game is going to overtime as Park hit a shot in the lane at the buzzer to tie the game at 39-39. They'll play a 3-minute overtime in the JV game, so we might get the varsity game started a little bit later than 7 o'clock, but that's okay. What an exciting finish we had here as Park went the length of the floor in the final 10 seconds of the fourth quarter to get the game tied. Also, we'll let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by United Coal Company. United Coal, Infinity Coal. They offer no premium, no deductible health insurance with a dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber. And you can dial up Modley's at 304-253-HELP. Also, the game tonight being brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road, and Beckley. They still have room left for the New Year's Eve Rock and Bowl. They do have a couple lanes still left, and you can reserve your lane today. You can call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328, and that's quite a night. I've done it many times. Unlimited bowling, futuristic bowling, music, glowing lanes, light show, door prizes, all the good stuff. As a matter of fact, one of the door prizes will be tickets to an upcoming West Virginia Mountaineer basketball game. Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is the broker. 304-256-0101. You can reach out to Luke Richmond, the broker. You can check him out online at wvexitelevation.com. And last but certainly not least, tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some pig, no matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Love the Old Country Store, Cracker Barrel, located in Beckley and Princeton. Okay, we're 30 seconds into the overtime, and we are tied in this JV game, as you can see there on your screen, 39-39. And actually, we're going to kind of let this play out. I don't have rosters for the JV team, so I couldn't tell you who is who. But as you're watching, this is a overtime game in the middle school JV. Park is in the green and Beckley-Stratton in the white and blue. Game tied at 39. Park hit a shot in the lane just ahead of the fourth quarter buzzer to put the game in overtime. And it's been a really good game. It's been nip and tuck the whole way, and we expect the varsity game to be the same way. I had a nice conversation with both coaches as Park now has a 2-point lead here in the overtime session. I spoke with Park head coach Damian Tunstall and also with Jerry Jones, the head coach at Beckley-Stratton. One of the things that Park coach Damian Tunstall told me, he said he didn't know if it made any difference as Park with the hoop and the harm and now up by 4 and a chance to go up by 5 as Park's made some big plays here over the last few minutes as we watch the replay. Watch this nice play of Steele going right down the lane. There's the contact. There's getting the roll for the hoop and the harm. But talking to Damian Tunstall, you know, the common opponent that they both played as independents, and for whatever it means, Damian Tunstall said Beckley-Stratton lost by more than Park did. So 1-1 are both teams. Park's win over Princeton, like I said, lost to Independence. And for Beckley-Stratton, they also, as I mentioned, lost to Independence, and they beat Trap Hill. So Park with a 4-point lead here in the overtime as we have 1:57, as you can see, remaining in the overtime of the middle school game. We're going to let you enjoy a little bonus basketball, a little bit of this here. We're coming to you from the doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton. They've just had their gym redone, and it's got that fresh new smell to it as well. Floor looks good. The crowd continuing to file in, getting ready for the varsity game, which is scheduled to tip at the top of the hour. So here's Park here, and they'll take a timeout. 1:38 remaining in the overtime session, and Park with the ball, and you can see up 4. And it was amazing because Park was down most of that fourth quarter, and they rallied to tie, and they got the game-tying shot just ahead of the buzzer in the lane, and that's why we have overtime. While we got a minute, I want to tell you some of the things we got coming up here on Video Productions, and we got a busy Friday. On Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, Bill O'Brien will join me at the Van Meter Gym on the campus of WVU Tech. It'll be a men's game. It'll be Mid-Atlantic taking on the WVU Tech Golden Bears, and that game will be played at 2 o'clock, and the Armory is not available, and that's why Tech will have to play that game in the middle of the afternoon. So if you're at work, you can sneak to your computer and tune on Video Productions, as I know so many people do, and you can watch the Tech game. Then Friday night, Eric Thomas will join me. The game Beckley and Shady was originally scheduled for Shady, but the game has been moved now to Beckley, so that'll be Shady and Beckley over at Woodrow Wilson's gym on Friday. There is no JV game, by the way, and we'll air that at 7. That game will tip at 7:30. Then a busy week next week. On Monday the 16th, we'll have WVU Tech. They'll be back at the Raleigh County Convention Center. They'll take on Kentucky Christian. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip. I do believe Eric Thomas will be available for that one. And then next Wednesday, Eastern Greenbrier will be at Park, and Park's gym is not ready yet, so they'll play that game at Stratton Elementary like they did last year. And I'm not sure if Eric will be available for that. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip as well, and that's 1 week from tonight. And then on Thursday the 19th, it'll be Greenbrier East and Beckley in girls basketball. We know what rivals Beckley and Greenbrier East are, and that game will tip at 7:30 on Thursday the 19th. On Friday the 20th, Independence will be at Shady. We do think there's going to be a doubleheader. We don't think there'll be any JV games that night. It'll be a girls-boys doubleheader with the girls playing at 5:30 and the boys at 7:15 between Independence and Shady. And then, of course, to close out the month, we'll have the Little General Battle for the Armory, and that will be on Friday, December 27th, and Saturday, December 28th. The lineup for Friday the 27th at 2 o'clock will be Princeton and Mount Hope Christian. At 4 o'clock, it'll be Oak Hill and James Monroe. At 6 o'clock, it'll be Shady taking on Charleston Catholic, and then the nightcap, Wyoming East and Beckley. Of course, those are all boys' games. And then the loser of the 2 and 4 game will play at 2, and the loser of the 6 and 8 game will play at 4. And then they'll have the winners of the 2 and 4 game at 6 and the winners of the 6 and 8 game on Saturday to play at 8. All right, we've got just a little over a minute remaining here in this middle school JV overtime. And Park with the ball and a 4-point lead, and Beckley-Stratton couldn't get the steal. They have to commit the foul, and we'll keep it here and give you a little bonus coverage of this JV middle school game. So they're not over the limit. Beckley-Stratton not over the limit yet And if they don't get a steal, they have to foul and get Park to the line. But Park, pretty much of the game that I watched, it was nip and tuck pretty much throughout the game, and now they're telling that they are over the limit. The one thing they have, of course, obviously they have the time and they have the quarter and the scores, but they don't have the fouls. And now the official scorebook tells them that it'll be 2 shots as Beckley-Stratton over the limit. So the first free throw is no good. And I think we had a lane violation. I think Beckley-Stratton was in the lane too soon, and so there'll be 2 more shots. Did see a lane violation in the girls' game that Eric and I did last night, the Lady Beckley Flying Eagles in Bluefield. There was a lane violation. So that free throw is no good, so another free throw coming for the young man at Park. And like I said, I don't have a JV roster here in front of me. So Park, after rallying to hit a game-tying shot just ahead of the fourth quarter buzzer, trying to protect their lead here in overtime, and that free throw is no good, and here comes Beckley-Stratton with it. As they race up the floor. Well, that's a tough shot when it goes in and out, and Park has it. Beckley-Stratton's going to have to foul if they can't get possession of the ball, and now they do commit a foul. So Park trying to, like I said, hang on and put further distance between them and Beckley-Stratton. If they can knock down a couple of free throws here, take it to it's a 2-possession game now, but a full 2-possession game if both of these free throws are successful and get the lead to 6. Varsity matchup will follow in about 15 to 20 minutes following the conclusion of this middle school game in overtime. And Park now has missed 3 straight free throws here in the overtime session. So here comes the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Free throw on its way. That one looks good, and it is. And that'll give Park a 5-point lead here in the final 40 seconds of overtime. Beckley-Stratton's going to have to hurry. Here's a 3 ball, which is going to be an air ball. The putback is up and in. What a nice play. A rebound and then up and over, and now the lead's 3. Going to have to get a foul if they don't get a steal, and there's a reach-in foul, and that'll get Park to the line as we watch the replay. Look at this nice rebound. Catch, threw it up over the head, and it didn't even hit iron. It goes straight through, tickling the twine. So here, let's see if Park can seal the deal by knocking down free throws. This is the JV game, overtime. Young man for Park steps up to the free throw line. He's got 2 free throws coming, and the first one is no good. And of course, this is the big one to make it a 2-possession game. Even if he misses this and Beckley-Stratton gets the rebound, with this much time left, they really won't need a 3. They can play it out, but the free throw's good, and that gives Park a 4-point lead. And make Beckley-Stratton work to get the ball up the floor. It's a nice drive to the basket, and we got a held ball, and the arrow will be pointing toward Park. So let's see if Park can get the ball in and make a couple of free throws. They should be able to get the win here in overtime here in this JV contest. Varsity game coming up in about 15 to 18 minutes at the conclusion of the JV game. Park 1-1, Beckley-Stratton 1-1, and the clock got started a little slow. And actually, there probably should be maybe a couple more seconds taken off the clock. They got 11.8 remaining, but the clock didn't run for at least 2 seconds of my guesstimation. We'll see. Park back at the free throw line with a chance, like I said, to maybe seal the deal here in this overtime session. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry. I'll be working solo tonight. We got the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, and Loretta Stiltner here. They're both producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And this is about the quietest I've heard of Jim, waiting for the young man to shoot this a couple of free throws for Park. Now the crowd whipping it up, and the free throw is good. 2-possession game gives Park a 5-point advantage. And if he can make this, make it a full 2-possession game, a 6-point lead. Free throw on its way. It's short. The Park gets the rebound. And we're winding down to the final 10 seconds of the overtime. Park's going to win it. They don't really have to do anything as Beckley-Stratton throws it away with 3.8. So Park with a nice rally in the fourth quarter, and they hit a shot just ahead of the buzzer to put the game in overtime. Park is going to win this game in overtime, the JV game, and they fouled an intentional foul with .1. And you would think they would just let the clock run out, but so it'll be 2 shots and the ball all the way just down to .1. Yeah, you know, I know they play a different basketball today, but with very little time left and only 3 seconds left, there was really no need to foul at all. They could have just let Park just dribble out the time. So a couple of free throws for Park. They're going to win the game. Depends on what the final score is going to be here in this JV game. The free throw is no good. There's another one coming. And then all Park's got to do is get the ball in with just .1. So this is going to be a nice win for the JV Roadrunners squad. The second free throw is good, 1 of 2. Takes the score to 47-41. And now possession of the ball. And they just got to get it in, and that'll do it. Varsity game to follow. We're looking forward to that. Damian Tunstall, the head coach at Park. Jerron Jones, the head coach at Beckley-Stratton. Both teams 1-1. And when they get the ball in, we'll go ahead and take our second pregame break, and we'll get you ready. The game was scheduled to tip at 7. Now we're probably going to be closer to about 7:15. And don't really know why it's taking so long to get the ball in. Now there's a couple of more shots. I'm not sure exactly what happened. There might have been a technical there, but got a couple of more shots. Young man at Park at the line. Free throw on its way. Good. Takes it to 48-41. And the second free throw is also good. 49-41. Park just got to get the ball in. They'll win the JV game 49-41. Like I said, we'll get you ready for the varsity game. It should tip in approximately 7:15. And with .1, Park's got to get it in. So we're going to go ahead and take our second Beckley Auto Mall pregame break. And there's the final score. Park gets it in. They win the JV game in overtime, 49-41. We'll take a break, come back in, and have more of our pregame coverage as we get you ready for the Beckley-Stratton Park varsity game. Each team 1-1, and we'll be right back after this here on Video Productions.
Yes! Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the doghouse, is what they call it here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School, getting you ready for the game between Park and Beckley-Stratton. Each team is 1-1. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Dr. Tabbitt at West Virginia Orthopedic. And we'll get that up there in just a minute. As if you have a sports-related injury or you're in a car accident, Dr. Tabbitt will get you right back on your feet, and he'll take excellent care of you. He has an excellent staff, and we appreciate him being a sponsor on Video Productions. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by United Coal. United Coal always looking for good help, and they have a lot of good things available, such as no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with United Infinity Coal. You can go online through their Facebook page at United Coal Company. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber, and you never know when you need your heat adjusted until you need your heat adjusted. And Modley's are the people to call at 304-253-HELP. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley, and they still have lanes available for their rockin' New Year's Eve bash that they have at Leisure Lanes. And I'll tell you what, I've done that 3 or 4 times, and it's a great time. So reserve your lane today, 304-253-7328. Door prizes, light show, music, glowing lanes, and like I said, I do know that one of the door prizes will be tickets to an upcoming West Virginia Mountaineer men's basketball game. Also, our broadcast being brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. And also, last but certainly not least, Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel, and love me some pig. And whether it will be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Cracker Barrel, they always deliver. The Old Country Store locations in Beckley and Princeton. So it's 1-1 Park, coached by Damian Tunstall, against 1-1 Beckley-Stratton, coached by Jerron Jones. They've each played Independence Middle. They each lost to Independence, and the win for Beckley-Stratton was against Trap Hill. The win for Park was against Princeton. So we're going to take another pregame break. We'll come back and we'll get you the starting lineups, and we'll get the game started in about, I'm told in about 6 or 7 minutes. It'll be 1-1 Park against 1-1 Beckley-Stratton here on Video Productions.
Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School. I'm Maris Lowry working solo tonight. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing along with Loretta Stiltner, and we also have Jackie Moon on camera. Park 1-1, Beckley-Stratton 1-1, and they're getting ready to do battle. And we're starting a little late tonight, and the reason being, and just a few minutes late, that's not too bad, but the reason being because the JV game went into overtime, and it was a thrilling game as Park was able to hit a shot in the center of the lane with right ahead of the buzzer that tied the game and put the game into overtime. The game was tied at 39 and went into overtime, and then Park outscores Beckley-Stratton in the JV game 10-2, and they win the game. The JV does for Park 49-41. We're about a minute and 20 from starting the varsity game. So we'll take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting team, Park, on the scoreboard, they'll be wearing the green uniforms trimmed in white. The Roadrunners, beep, beep. This is how Park will go for their head coach, Damian Tunstall. It'll be Micah Hamby, Zayden Hill-Johnson. It'll be Robert Blaney, Kenneth Williams, and Rasheen Green for Park. Once again, it'll be Hamby, Hill-Johnson, Blaney, Williams, and Green, the starting five for the Roadrunners. For Beckley-Stratton, this is how they will go. They will go with Isaiah Jones, Kendon Parks, Christian Wilson, Jace Cox, and Cameron Davis. So once again, that'll be Jones, Parks, Wilson, Cox, and Davis. Beckley-Stratton wearing the white uniforms trimmed in blue, and we're moments away from getting the ball game started. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions, and just sit back, have you a nice cold Pepsi, and take in the action. I know how cold it was when it got to the gym here earlier today, right around 5:30, and so if you didn't want to get out, I can understand that, and you can sit back and prop your feet up and take in the ball game. And we do think this varsity game will be just as tight as the JV game was. And like I said, if you're just joining us and you didn't hear me say earlier, Park won the JV game in overtime, 49-41, and it had a little drama because Park had to hit a shot just ahead of the game-ending buzzer to tie the game and put it to overtime. So we're moments away from getting this game started. I'm not sure if we will have a national anthem. No one has said we would or wouldn't, as Park is now coming out onto the floor, and maybe they're going to line up and maybe we will have an anthem. By the way, one thing is different in middle school as opposed to high school, because high schools play 8-minute quarters. They play 6-minute quarters in middle school, and it looks like Park is going to line up right across from us there on the free throw line, and it looks like they're going to line up for the playing of the anthem. So we will see, and then momentarily we'll get the game underway. So we'll take a quick break. We'll take a quick 30-second break, and then we'll come back, and we'll have the ball in the air. Park 1-1 against Beckley-Stratton 1-1 here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor.
My name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And there you have the playing of the national anthem, and we're ready to roll here at the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Elementary. Park 1-1, Beckley-Stratton 1-1. As we welcome you back in here on Video Productions, I'm Maris Lowry working solo here tonight. We have Loretta Stiltner and the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. Once again, the starting lineup for Park, the visiting team on the scoreboard, green uniforms trimmed in white, will be Hamby, Hill Johnson, Blaney, Williams, and Green. For Beckley-Stratton, it'll be Jones, Parks, Wilson, Cox, and Davis. The captains are meeting there at the center court with the officiating crew, and we're just ready to get the ball in the air and get us started. Like I said, we're starting here. Yep, we stayed at 7, just starting a little late, about 8 minutes late. That's all, considering that the JV game went into overtime, which Park won 49-41. So we're ready to get it going between Park and Beckley-Stratton. The officials are all set. We're all settled in, and the team getting their final instructions from their coaching staff. And we are ready to roll. So in the center circle for Beckley-Stratton will be Isaiah Jones. And Jones, he doesn't really look like a middle school player. He's about 6'5", 6'6", and now Park will break their huddle. And let's see who will be in the center circle for Park. And it looks like it'll be Kenneth Williams. So it'll be Kenneth Williams to jump for Park and Isaiah Jones to jump for Beckley-Stratton. We're all ready. Get the ball in the air. And 1-1 Park against 1-1 Beckley-Stratton, and we are underway from Beckley-Stratton. So Beckley-Stratton will have first crack at it, as it'll be Parks. He'll have a little floater into the lane and a little kiss off the glass. Nice play by Parks, a little floater right down the lane, and a high arcing shot for the first bucket of the ball game. So here's Park with her first chance on offense. Ball's knocked into the backcourt, but was hit by Beckley-Stratton, so legal for Park to go in the backcourt and get it. Here's a 3-ball for Park, and that short, long rebound comes out to Beckley-Stratton. They got numbers, and Beckley-Stratton goes in for a layup and able to score. Nice play by the Beckley-Stratton Bulldogs as Christian Wilson able to finish. Here's Park on the attack. Beckley-Stratton playing man-to-man. They whip the ball around over to Blaney. Now they get the ball to Hill Johnson. Zayden Hill-Johnson. Here's a baseline drive, trying to go up and under. Nice defensive play by Beckley-Stratton. Tough shot for Park. That ball is shot a little wild, offensive rebound, and then they missed the second opportunity. And here's Beckley-Stratton out in the open floor again. Short shot doesn't go. And what do we got? We got a whistle, and we got a Park foul. As that was in the open floor that time. Once again, Christian Wilson, as we watch the replay, Wilson missed the initial shot, got his own rebound, and he'll draw the foul. And the foul looks like it's going to be against Kenneth Williams for Park. So it will be Christian Wilson getting to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. And the first free throw, it doesn't go. He'll have another one coming. Second free throw here now for Wilson. On its way, looks good and is. So 1 of 2 is made by Wilson. And here comes Park. And they try to work the ball around, trying to get the ball down in the post. Williams, now he throws the ball back out. Here's Green with a tough shot, a floater right of the lane, doesn't go. Battle for the loose rebound. Williams able to get it and score and draw the foul. What a beautiful play by Kenneth Williams, able to wrestle that offensive rebound away, go up and get the hoop and the harm as we watch the replay. Good hustle there, and then goes hard to the basket with a nice finish off the glass. So Kenneth Williams will be at the free throw line trying to polish off a three-point play. Williams ready, free throw on its way. In and out, doesn't go. Battle for the loose ball on the rebound, and Beckley-Stratton comes out of there with it with Cox. Beckley-Stratton, they lost control of the ball and they turn it over. So that's an unforced error, and Beckley-Stratton will commit the turnover. Park will have it. And Park's out of bounds. The one player for Park, Hamby, when he threw the ball in to Green, Green was out of bounds. Green just didn't really realize where he was on the floor, and then Park turns it back over. Here's Beckley-Stratton. There's a nice drive into the lane, but it couldn't finish. An offensive rebound is good. The putback is by Cox. The initial shot missed by Parks, but Cox right there for the putback. Here's Zayden Hill-Johnson with it. There's a three that's short. Rebound into the center of the lane, and that is short as that was put up by Zayden Hill-Johnson, and Beckley-Stratton trying to get a run out. They throw the ball away. So on the turnover, the ball will go back to Park. And I keep a running score, and I was checking the scoreboard for a minute. They had 7-4, and I'm like, no, it should be 7-2, and now they've corrected it. That's why I keep a running score, because we understand that a lot of times there's issues through no one's fault, just issues with the clock and the score sometimes. All right, so here's Park with it. Here's a steal. Steal by Wilson, and he'll go in and lay it up and in. That's a nice play by Christian Wilson with the steal for Beckley-Stratton. So biggest lead of the game right here at 7 for the Bulldogs. And we come up on the halfway point of the first quarter. Here's a three ball in the left corner. That's too strong. That three ball put up by Blaney. And we've got a foul on the rebound. It's going to be a Beckley-Stratton foul. And that will get Zayden Hill-Johnson to the free throw line. And he will shoot a pair. So the first free throw on its way, and it's good. And Zayden Hill-Johnson now will shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Zayden Hill-Johnson, remember him from football. Now there's a lane violation, and they won't even get a chance to attempt a second shot. And those are that will really drive coaches crazy. So now Beckley-Stratton will have it. Park will apply the man-to-man full-court pressure. as it'll be Wilson bringing the ball across the midcourt stripe, packs the basket, and had the ball knocked out of his hands. He had a great drive, and then in a better defensive play by the Roadrunners, by Blaney. Back the other way comes Hill Johnson. New player into the ball game for Park. There's a little floater in and out. Heartbreak, that floater put up by Zayden Hill Johnson. Park able to maintain the rebound, get the ball inside, and a nice take front of the rim by Kenneth Williams, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line to shoot a pair. So it'll be Kenneth Williams shooting 2 free throws for Park. First free throw on its way, and that's short, and he'll get another one. Park will dip into its bench. Ross Dumas will check into the Roadrunner lineup, and having a seat will be Robert Blaney. So Williams will now shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. He missed the first one. Second free throw on its way, and he missed that. And skying high for the rebound for Beckley-Stratton is Isaiah Jones. Jones brings it down himself, tacks the basket, and looked like the ball slipped out of his hands as he's trying to finish and wasn't able to. And back the other way come the Roadrunners. Here's Hamby with it. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it will be out of bounds. And let's see which way they call it. We'll take immediate timeout, as we do have immediate timeout with 2:07 left in the quarter. 9-3 the lead for Park. We'll be right back in 1 minute here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
2:07 for the quarter. It's a 9-3 Beckley-Stratton lead. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dr. John Tabbitt, West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma. Dr. John Tabbitt, whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff can get you back on your feet in a hurry. All right, so out of the timeout, the ball will belong to Beckley-Stratton. They scored the first 5 points of the game, and they've led by as many as 7. The lead is 6 now. And it'll be the Bulldogs to inbound side out. Or basically right there at midcourt, just to our left. So here's Beckley-Stratton with possession. It'll be Wilson. Passes the ball inside. Jones with the left hand. A nice finish as the big fella, Isaiah Jones, to finish with the left hand. And the biggest lead of the game is right here. Here's Park on the attack. Here's a 3-ball put up. That won't go. That 3 is put up that time by Zayden Hill Johnson. And back the other way is Beckley-Stratton. Nice run out and a beautiful finish left of the lane by Christian Wilson. And this 10-point advantage, biggest lead of the game right here for Beckley-Stratton. And there will be a foul on Wilson. A little too aggressive. He'll commit the foul. And Park should inbound the ball side out. And there's the foul right there. Fogel will check into the ball game for Park, getting his first action of the night. Beckley-Stratton scored the first 5 points, and they've led the entire way up to this point. Yeah, I'm not sure what the delay is now, as Park is set to inbound side out across the way. Both teams entered the game at 1-1. Park gets the ball inside, the shot's up, and there's a foul. And we'll have a couple of free throws coming here for Park. And let's see who we got coming to the line here. there was some changes in the names, and I'll have to pull that up here in just a second. And into the game, Braden Mashore, remember him from football. And he doesn't connect on either free throw. Back the other way is Beckley-Stratton with it, and they turn it over. So Mashore will put the ball in play, and he'll get the ball to Fogle. Park will have it as we go under a minute for the quarter. There's a 15-footer, good. A nice-looking shot by Zayden Hill-Johnson for Park. And there's an offensive foul, illegal screen on Beckley-Stratton's Jace Cox. So Park put the ball in play just a little too quick. Beckley-Stratton will dip into its bench as Nehemiah Plummer will check in to the Beckley-Stratton lineup. And having a seat will be Cox. So Park with an opportunity to cut into the Beckley-Stratton lead here with this possession. Coming up on the last 40 seconds of the quarter. They get the ball inside. Williams puts up a short shot, hits the side of the backboard, and the rebound by Zayden Hill-Johnson, and we got a whistle and we got a foul. And let's see what the foul, I think, may go against Park as we watch that replay. There's Williams inside, going up. The ball right there was partially blocked and hit the side of the backboard. And we're going to have a Park foul. Or I beg your pardon, it's a Beckley-Stratton foul. And I'm not sure, and I was correct the first time. It was a Park foul. That's what I thought. One referee had indicated that it was a Park foul. One indicated Beckley-Stratton foul, so I had it right the first time. So here comes Beckley-Stratton. Nice pass down to Plummer, and he missed the short shot down low. An offensive rebound, and it's swatted. Nice defensive play by Williams. There's Beckley-Stratton. There's a three from the left side. That's too strong. Plummer pulls down the offensive rebound. Beckley-Stratton just keeps shooting until they make it, and they finally do. Is the big fella Jones able to clean it up just ahead of the buzzer, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's Beckley-Stratton with a 10-point lead. Beckley-Stratton 15, Park 5. Take a break, come back for the second quarter right after this here on Video Productions.
I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to Beckley-Stratton Middle School. I'm Maris Lowry working solo tonight. We got the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing, Loretta Stiltner directing. We also have Jackie Moon on camera. Beckley-Stratton off to a 10-point advantage at the end of the quarter. 15-5. They scored the first 5 points, and they've led the entire way. We play 6-minute quarters and not 8. And just got some breaking news in that I was just told that Rich Rodriguez will be, once again, the West Virginia Mountaineer football coach. So I was told that yesterday, and then there were some other reports that wasn't sure, but now I understand that that is official, and Rich Rodriguez will return as the Mountaineers football coach after the firing of Neil Brown. All right, now back to basketball. Here comes Park. We'll have the first possession here in the second quarter. And there's a Beckley-Stratton foul. Plummer got there a little late. Nehemiah Plummer will commit the foul. Beckley-Stratton. It'll be side out for the Roadrunners. So we'll have a day off tomorrow, and we'll be back at it on Friday afternoon game. WVU Tech will be playing at the Van Meter Gym on their campus. The Armory's not available Friday. That's a 2 o'clock game. Bill O'Brien will join me for that. And then Eric Thomas will join me at Woodrow Wilson's gym for the girls' game between Shady and Beckley-Woodrow Wilson on Friday night. That game will tip at 7:30. Here is a turnover. Here's Beckley-Stratton with it. Going hard to the basket and throws up the shot. But before all that, there's a travel, as that was Parks. He had the right idea, went hard to the basket, as we see the play here. And he was trying to attack the basket, and they get him for a travel. So here's Park on the attack. Williams has played well for Park. They look for him on the inside. Blaney around the horn, over to Zayden Hill-Johnson. Into the lane. Now they back it back out. And there's a drive, a little floater into the lane, in and out, no good. And once again, there's Williams going high for the rebound, and they'll call Williams for the foul. As Zayden Hill-Johnson put a little floater up, and it wouldn't stay down, and the foul is whistled on Kenneth Williams. So we got a 30-second timeout. While we got a minute, I want to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber, or will you need your heat adjusted until you need it done, and then you got to know who to call. And it's not Ghostbusters. It is Modley's at 304-253-HELP. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store. Love me some pig at Cracker Barrel. Locations in Beckley and Princeton. And so whether it is a breakfast, a lunch, or dinner, you can be sure that Cracker Barrel always makes the right play. All right, back out of the timeout. The ball will belong to Beckley-Stratton, as that was a foul on Parks and Kenneth Williams. And the Beckley-Stratton Bulldogs will have it. And Cameron Davis will put the ball in play. Park looks like they're going to extend the pressure to full court. Ball comes into Plummer. And here's Beckley-Stratton. They break the pressure and get the ball into the front court. They got a huge size advantage. They get the ball in Jones down low. Jones right to the rim, finish. Park will have no answer. And a lot of middle school teams will have nobody probably to match up with the size of Isaiah Jones, able to catch the ball in the low post and finish. Biggest lead of the game right here at 12. And here's Park on the attack. Jamas has it. He spins. He loses control of the ball. Beckley-Stratton has a turnover. I thought for a minute they were going to get away with it, but Cameron Davis, he was a tremendous football player, and he looked like he was playing football there when he was able to put the ball under his arm and didn't take a dribble, and they'll get him for the turnover. So Park will inbound the ball after the Beckley-Stratton turnover. And ready to put the ball in play will be Green. Green has it now. He drives into the lane. And it'll be a Beckley-Stratton foul as Green. Nope, they're going to say that Park turned it over. Beg your pardon. So Beckley-Stratton with possession of the ball. Park will show full court pressure. As Cameron Davis gets set to put it in play. And there's a very aggressive play by Park, and there's a whistle and a foul. The foul's on Robert Blaney. And actually, I thought Blaney got away with it on the initial pass. As we watch the replay right here, looked like that was clearly a foul on Blaney. No call there. And then a little more contact, and now they blow the whistle. But I guess Blaney thought after he hit after he made the contact the way he did, no whistle, he probably thought he maybe could get away with it. Here's a turnover. Back the other way is Blaney. Dumas straight away, 3-ball, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Jones will clear it for Beckley-Stratton. The big fella brings the ball across the midcourt stripe. They hand it to him, and he's fouled as they, actually not hand it to him, but throw it up to him as he attacks the front of the rim in a Park foul. But that young man, Isaiah Jones, he's in the 8th grade. He towers over everybody on the floor as we watch the replay. And that's the right play. Jones gives it up and gets it back, but a Park foul. So it'll be Davis to inbound the ball as Park will dip into its bench. Braden Mashore will check in. And Davis will put the ball in play. Get the ball inside. Jones, they double team. He throws up a wild shot. It almost went in. That was a wild-looking shot up over his head and back the other way. Park on the break. There's a wild-looking shot put up by Zayden Hill Johnson. The ball's out of bounds. It'll stay to Park. So Park will have it as Green will put the ball in play. And we got a Beckley-Stratton foul. Beckley-Stratton a little too aggressive that time. Kristen Wilson commits the foul. So Park yet to score here in this quarter. And Beckley-Stratton's only scored 2. This is the biggest lead of the game right here at 12. And Park will have possession of the ball. And they throw the ball into the backcourt, which is legal. Zayden Hill Johnson with it, being harassed in the backcourt, able to get the ball into the front court. Ball's loose, but picked up by Green. Green on the drive, wild looking shot, a little strong there. Plummer clears the rebound for Beckley-Stratton. Here's Parks with it. Now Wilson. Wilson off a pick. A lot of contact and a foul there on Park. Park has a young man into the game that their coach did not give me a number 4. Let's see if we can find that. I'll get that in a minute as Beckley-Stratton will have it. There's a drive. Tough fall away, and it's good. That's a tough shot that time by Wilson. Biggest lead right here at 14. Halfway through quarter number 2. Park is yet to score in this quarter. A lot of dribbling that time, and the shot swatted as Zayden Hill Johnson had his shot swatted by Jones. There's a drive, hard to the basket, off the glass, no good. Plummer has the rebound. Ball's knocked free. Parks will dial it up for 3. That won't go. And Mashore will come out of there with the rebound for the Roadrunners. And Mashore will lose the ball out of bounds. And we will take a full timeout, a media timeout. We'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions. 19-5, Beckley-Stratton in front. We'll be back.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
And we welcome you back to Beckley-Stratton Middle School. I'm Maris Lowry working solo here tonight. We have Loretta Stiltner and the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. 2:26 left for the opening half. You can see 19-5 the Beckley-Stratton lead. They've led coast to coast. They scored the first 5 points of the game, and they've never looked back, and this is their biggest lead of the game right here at 14. Both of these teams entered the game 1-1. Each team lost to Independence. Park's lone win was against Princeton. Beckley-Stratton's lone win was against Trap Hill. So out of the timeout, Beckley-Stratton will have it. New player into the ball game. Bentley Ellison will check in for Beckley-Stratton, and he's said to put the ball in play now. So here comes Wilson with it. And they go down low. Like I said, Jones, a huge mismatch. Is into the lane, gets the ball down low to Plummer, and Plummer able to finish. And I thought this would be a little bit more competitive than what the game has been, but Beckley-Stratton with its size advantage, and they've really used it, their size and their quickness. Here's a steal for Beckley-Stratton. Wilson will draw the foul as he gets the steal and goes coast to coast. Kristen Wilson will step up to the free throw line to shoot a pair as we watch the replay. But that's a recipe for success when you have size and quickness as Beckley-Stratton has. And the first free throw is no good. Of course, even better, size, quickness, and if you can make your free throws. Wilson will shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Second free throw on its way. That's way short. In fact, it won't even draw iron. And they'll blow the whistle and the ball over to Park. So here are the Roadrunners with it. Like I said, they've yet to score in this quarter. Here's Hamby dialing up for three, and it doesn't go. And Beckley-Stratton's Parks comes out of there with the rebound, and they throw it away. So we got Davis will check back into the Beckley-Stratton lineup. So Cameron Davis in. Having a seat will be Parks. Park will have the ball as Zayden Hill Johnson will walk it up. Shore into the lane, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Davis comes out of there with it for Beckley-Stratton. Here's Ellison with it. Beckley-Stratton looks like running a set play. Wilson off the screen. He carried it. I knew that play was coming because that play happened right here in front of us. Is they call it carrying. In my day, they call that palming the ball, and it'll be a turnover. So on the turnover, the ball will go back to Park. Park has not been able to find any offense in this second quarter. They haven't scored. And see if they can find something. There's a short shot in the lane, no good. The rebound cleared by Davis. Over to Ellison. Here comes Beckley-Stratton. Get the ball down low to Jones. Jones with a huge height advantage, and he turns around, shoot and score. Yep, no matchup for that. Isaiah Jones with his size catching the ball on the low block and able to take one dribble, get into the lane, tack the front of the rim, and finish. Coming up on the final 40 seconds of the half. And there's a little short layup, no good. That layup put up by Zayden Hill Johnson. The ball out of bounds over to Beckley-Stratton. Beckley-Stratton scored the first 5 points of the game. They've never looked back. They have their largest lead of the game right now at 18. And with 37 seconds left in the half, what do we have? I think we might have a timeout or no. Over the limit in free throw. It was over the limit free throw time. That's the fifth foul. So we'll walk down here to this end for Beckley-Stratton and shoot a couple of free throws. And let's see who the offended party was. I do believe it'll be Bentley Ellison that will get to the line. And Ellison will shoot a pair for Beckley-Stratton. Of course, the rule they started this last year, which I think is a great rule in middle school and high school. You have 5 team fouls. When you get to that 5th team foul in a quarter, there's 2 shots, no more 1-and-1 as Ellison leaves the free throw short. And then every quarter it starts over again with 0 team fouls. So I think that's a great rule that implemented into middle school and high school and boys and girls. Parks into lane too soon, and that'll give another shot as that free throw was missed. So it's like that never happened. And Ellison will now get his second opportunity. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a quick recap of the first half on the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. And looks like we're going to have another lane violation. So Ellison has missed 3, and he'll get another crack at it because Park's in the lane too soon. And the 4th opportunity, nope. And there's Jones with an offensive rebound. Throws up a wild-looking shot. It won't go. And Williams comes out of the rebound for Park. Final 30 seconds of the half. Here's Hamby with it in the corner on the drive. And we got a foul on Beckley-Stratton. It's a beautiful gym here, but they do not have the team fouls up on the board. So I don't think that they're over the limit. They're not. So it'll be an inbounds play for Park under their own basket. Park looks to get it in, having a hard time getting it in, and they just do. Here's Zayden Hill-Johnson with it into the lane, puts up the shot. It won't go. Williams with an offensive rebound put back, and it won't go for him. And here's Beckley-Stratton with it. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Beckley-Stratton, and they'll look probably to take the final shot here of the half with 5.9 seconds left in it. So Park has not scored in this second quarter. And they've gone over 6 minutes, closer to 7 minutes of game time without a field goal. Do they know the clock? They get it off just ahead of the buzzer, and it's good. A nice runner in the lane by Wilson. An exclamation point to the first half. At the break, the biggest lead of the game, a 20-point advantage for Beckley-Stratton. They lead 25-5. We'll take our second quarter break, come back and get you ready for the Massey Power Sports halftime show, and that's up next here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Beckley-Stratton. At the break, it's a 20-point lead for Beckley-Stratton over Park, 25-20. Beckley-Stratton has scored the first 5 points of the game. They've never looked back. They expanded the lead to 15-5, and Park did not score in that second quarter. It's 25-5. We welcome you into the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here from Beckley-Stratton here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later. During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Beckley-Stratton Middle School, the home of the Bulldogs, known as the Dog House, is what they say here. And right now, Beckley-Stratton played like dogs in that first half as they opened a 20-point lead. And, you know, Park did not score in the second quarter. In fact, you go back to the first quarter, we were probably looking at close to 8.5 minutes of actual game time since the last time Park scored. Beckley-Stratton scored the first 5 points of the game. They led 5-0. Park made it 5-2 there. In fact, right there when it was 13-3. Park scored to make it 13-5. And like I said, you're talking about 6-minute quarters, so you're looking at almost 8 minutes of game time since Park scored. It's a 20-point advantage for Beckley-Stratton. We'll take our second break here in the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show and get you ready for the third quarter. Coming up next here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Seconds on the clock. He hands it off. Finds a hole in the middle. Clear. Nothing but incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza. Better with Pepsi.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School. And right now, Beckley-Stratton with a huge first half. And it's more impressive what they did on the defensive end, holding Park to only 5 points as they lead 25-5. They led 15-5 at the end of the first quarter, and they outscored Park 10-0 in that second quarter to take this 20-point advantage. 25-5, and a huge mismatch is Beckley-Stratton with their size and their speed, able to get the ball inside to Isaiah Jones and able to do work. Also a good first half by Christian Wilson, and they've made the life a little difficult for Park. So it's a 20-point advantage. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker. You can dial him up at 304-256-0101. You can check him out at wvexitelevation.com. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Dr. Tabbitt. And Dr. Tabbitt is with, we'll get that up on the screen, the West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma and Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet and ready to go. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. There's still room to reserve your lane for their Rockin' New Year's Eve bowl party. And that's right, and it'll take place obviously on New Year's Eve, and it'll go from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., and they'll have food, buffet-style food, continental breakfast, party hats. I still have a party hat, and I don't know if my noisemaker still makes noise from a few years ago, but I still have the party hat from like 2022 when I was at Leisure Lanes. And you can dial them up to reserve your lane at 304-253-7328. We're going to take a quick break. And New River Community Technical College has a basketball tournament coming up, and you can be a sponsor, and this will show you how you can do it. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
Back to Beckley-Stratton as we're just moments away from starting the second half. It's a 20-point lead, 25-5 for those that are watching. If you haven't heard, we were informed that Rich Rodriguez will be reunited as the head coach of the West Virginia Mountaineer football team. And, you know, I don't know how people will take that. I'm sure some will be delighted, some won't. Just got to see how it all plays out. So Rich Rodriguez will have his second go-around with the Mountaineers for next season. All right, we'll get back to basketball. 20-point advantage for Beckley-Stratton. Beckley-Stratton will, we'll see if they will have the ball. Park getting their final instructions. But Park did not score at all in that second quarter, and they went right at 8 minutes of game time without scoring as we are ready to roll here in the second half. Beckley-Stratton will have the possession. Each team 1-1. And we are ready to go. Davis will put the ball in play for Beckley-Stratton. He'll get the ball over to Wilson, and we're ready to go as Beckley-Stratton will attack the basket to our left. Wilson had a good first half as he drives into the lane, and he starts the second half the way he finished the first half with a nice little short shot in the center of the lane. Biggest lead of the game right here. Here's Hamby with it for Park. Wilson all over him, and a 5-second call, and that's a turnover. As Wilson able to score on the first possession of the second half and then play really good defense and turn Park over. So here's Beckley-Stratton with it. They go to Jones in the high post. He'll put it on the deck, tack the lane, pass it down low. That's a beautiful pass by the big fella as he finds Jace Cox for the layup. And we got a whistle. And I'm not sure what. Well, we had looked like I couldn't see, and I see that maybe had a youngster that ran out on the court into the middle of the play there. Got a little bit of everything at these basketball games. So Park will inbound side out. And Williams to inbound. And gets the ball to Blaney. Blaney drives to the basket and tries to throw and does throw it off one of the Beckley-Stratton players out of bounds. It'll stay with Park. So Blaney will put the ball in play under his own basket. Play 6-minute quarters in middle school. And Park stuck on 5. They haven't scored. There's a wild-looking shot, and it goes in off the glass. That time by Zayden Hill-Johnson. That's their first basket. And going on almost 9 minutes of game time. Actually, a little more 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes of game time. Wilson on the drive into the lane, puts up a shot, and he scores. Football score now 31-7. Hamby with it out high. On the drive, stops inside the three-point line, puts up the shot, no good. It's knocked out of bounds, and Williams tries to save it, and he can't. And it will go over to Beckley-Stratton. So it looked like when he tried to save it, he might have hit maybe the thermometer on the wall and looked like it knocked it every which way. Looked like it knocked the plastic cover off of it. So here's a baseball pass ahead of the field. Jones just kind of gave up on it, and Beckley-Stratton turns it over. There's a foul. It's going to be a pushing foul. That was a nice drive to the basket by Blaney, and he was pushed in the back that time by Cox. Nice little jab step, drive to the basket. There's the foul. It'll be Blaney to inbound under his own hoop. Got the bright lime green shoes on to go with his green uniform. Good defense by Wilson, trying to deny the ball to Zayden Hill-Johnson. By the way, you can see Zayden Hill-Johnson, he's got one light lime green shoe and one pink shoe on. As you know, that's just how players, that's how they express themselves today. That's just how they do today. Here's Beckley-Stratton with it in the front court. Drive by Wilson on the baseline. Doesn't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds over to Park. Beckley-Stratton applies the full court pressure as Blaney gets the ball into the front court. Here's Green with it now. Green, an outstanding football player for the Roadrunners this season. Ball's down on the floor. They battle for the loose ball. And it'll be a timeout. So we'll keep it here. A 24-point advantage, 31-7, a football score. Let you know that the game tonight is brought to you in part by United Coal Company. United Coal Company offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal Company. You can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal Company. Well, Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, Bill O'Brien will join me. We'll be on the campus of WU Tech. They'll have a game there at 2 o'clock, and then Eric Thomas will join me in the gymnasium at Beckley-Woodrow Wilson High School for girls basketball, Shady and Beckley. Beckley beat Bluefield last night, 81-29. They'll take on the Lady Tigers on Friday night. Those will be two of the games on Video Productions on Friday the 13th. All right, here's Park coming up on the halfway point here of the third quarter. Green with a fall away, and it won't go. And coming out of there with the rebound will be Parks for Beckley-Stratton. Parks on the spin into the lane, puts up the shot. It's too strong. Battle for the rebound, and Park has it. Zayden Hill-Johnson with the rebound. Drives to the basket and draws the foul. It'll be two shots for Zayden Hill-Johnson. 2:37 left here in the third. And we'll take a media timeout. Media timeout, 2:37 left in the third. We'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Beckley-Stratton Middle School. Maris Lowry here working solo tonight. And we have Loretta Stiltner sitting in between me and the heavy hitter, Nick Eskins. Rose between two thorns. And we also have Jackie Moon on camera. 31-7 the lead. A couple of free throws coming for Park, and that will be Zayden Hill-Johnson. Left-hander steps to the free throw line. First free throw is no good. He's got another one coming. But it's been tough on the offensive end for Park, and Beckley-Stratton's defense has had a lot to do with that, but Park's also, they've missed a ton of shots. Second free throw is no good. Missed both of them. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Park. So Blaney will inbound. There's a drive to the basket. Nice take. Couldn't finish. Williams had it. Now he gets it back. Nice follow by Williams, and he puts it back in. Kenneth Williams, a good-looking player for Park, able to get the bucket on the putback. Here's Davis with it for Beckley-Stratton. Down to Cox. A little short shot, too strong. Williams skies high for the rebound for Park. Roadrunner's trying to get up the floor like a Roadrunner. There's a three straight away by Hill Johnson. It won't go. And here's Beckley-Stratton into the open floor. Trying to get the ball over to Jones. Maybe that time Wilson may have just probably should have taken it all the way to the hoop. Beckley-Stratton's led all the way, scored the first 5 points, have never looked back. They led 15-5 at the quarter, 25-5 at the break, and they lead 31-9 now as that shot is a little short on the left baseline that time by Wilson. And here come the Roadrunners in the open court. Nice play with the left hand. And that's a nice draw by Mashord, able to finish that. Jones with it, using his size into the lane. Has his shot blocked by Williams. I said Williams has been a real highlight for Park. And the Roadrunners turn it over. DeMoss couldn't handle the ball. He was trying to look to see if his feet were behind the three-point line to shoot a three before he caught the ball, and he turns it over. Green will check back into the Park lineup. And here Beckley-Stratton will take their time and walk it up with Wilson. Here's Jones with it now. He lost the handle of it, and back the other way comes Park. And they whip a pass, and they'll turn it over. Or did the ball get deflected? No, it is a turnover. And I'm not sure what we got. Maybe the ball was deflected. One official had it one way, one calls it another. That's like when I do something wrong here, Loretta here just tells me that it's her way or no way. Here's Beckley-Stratton into the front court. Jones attacks the basket, lays it in with the left hand. The big fella, Isaiah Jones, with a nice finish. Under a minute here in the third. Here's Blaney with it on the drive. They cut him off. Green attacks the basket, puts up the shot, and banks it in. Nice play. And a good-looking shot by Rasheen Green. And we got a turnover on Beckley-Stratton. So, coming down to the final 27 seconds here in the third quarter. A game that's been dominated by Beckley-Stratton. They scored the first 5 points as Wilson commits the foul. A little too aggressive that time. And Park will have the ball under their own basket. I beg your pardon, they'll have to go the length of the floor. So here comes Park with it. Here's Mashore with this little short shot, a little too strong. And here comes Beckley-Stratton in it. Will they take the final shot of the quarter, final 15 seconds? Jones on the drive with the left hand, left it short. Wilson launches a three, too strong. Cox with an offensive rebound. That won't go, and that's how the third quarter will come to an end. At the end of 3, it's all Beckley-Stratton, 33-13 Bulldogs over Park. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And we're going to the fourth quarter here at the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School. 33-13 the lead for Beckley-Stratton. They led 15-5 at the quarter, 25-5 at the break, and as I mentioned, 33-13 here as we start the fourth quarter. I'm Maris Lowry working solo here tonight. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing, Loretta Stiltner directing, Jackie Moon on camera. As we go to the final 6 minutes, the fourth quarter, that's the difference in middle school. 6-minute quarters in middle school, 8-minute quarters in high school. And Park will have the ball. Here's Green with it. And there's a three. It's short by Zayden Hill Johnson. Offensive rebound. Shot's no good, and Jones comes out of there with it. The big fella will bring it across the midcourt stripe and make a pass, and maybe the big fella should give it up to a guard and run the floor. Back the other way is Park. Shot up, no good, and Cox clears the rebound. Wilson ahead of the pack. Wilson attacks the basket, a lot of contact. They play through it, and Wilson lays it up and in. Wilson's had a big game here tonight. He's been good. Really good on both ends of the floor. Green on the drive, down the lane, a little floater goes. Green able to knock down the field goal in the center of the lane. Lob for Jones, down low. Over to Cox, he'll lay it up and in off the glass. Nice assist that time by the big fella Jones. Shore on the drive, left it short. Jones clears the rebound for Beckley-Stratton. Wilson on the drive, tacks the basket, up and under. Shot doesn't go. There's Davis with the putback. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. And Park will come out of there with it with Williams. Kenneth Williams, he's been really good for Park on both ends of the floor. There's a little lean-in shot in the lane is good by Zayden Hill Johnson. And Beckley-Stratton will turn it over on the inbounds play. And Park will have it with Blaney to put it in play. Blaney looking for a cutter. Down low, good head fake that time by the young man Mashore, but he couldn't get it to go. And here's Wilson in the open floor. Wilson tacks the basket, puts up the shot. It won't go. Park back the other way. Wild looking shot put up. Rebound Green for Park. Mashore will dial it up for three. Won't go. Williams had it. I beg your pardon. That was Hill Johnson had it, and what do we got? I think we have a foul, and we will have a foul. As Plummer will check into the ball game for Beckley-Stratton, and Ellison will check into the ball game for Beckley-Stratton. So it'll be Robert Blaney to put the ball in play for Park on the baseline. Ashore attacks the basket. They cut him off. Green will spin. Tough shot. Won't go. Jones clears the rebound for Beckley-Stratton. Here the Bulldogs on the attack, and we got a foul on Park, as that was Parks making a move for Beckley-Stratton. He'll draw the foul. Down low, Jones, and he had a sure layup, but he handled the ball, but got it back and puts it up anyway. Big night for him. Of course, Jones, he towers over everybody on the floor. Coming up on the halfway point of the fourth quarter. A game that's been decided a long time ago. Beckley-Stratton's going to go to 2-1. Park's going to fall to 1-2. They'll play again later in the year at Park as Green goes to the hoop and lays it up and in. Park won the JV game in exciting fashion in overtime, 49-41. They had to hit a shot, did Park, right ahead of the buzzer to get it to overtime. Here's a 2 put up that time by Blaney, and he knocks it down. He was just inside the three-point line. Davis will dial it up for distance and knock it down. Davis gets his calling card out and goes long distance with a 3-ball. Here's Zayden Hill-Johnson. Now here's Williams with it. Green. Both teams ready to empty their benches, I should say. Both teams will put all their players in. 102 minutes as Parks makes his move to the basket, loses it. Here's Green in the open floor. Green goes coast to coast, puts the shot up, it won't go. The rebound won't go by Williams, and Plummer will clear the rebound for Beckley-Stratton. Minute and a half left in this one. It's been all Beckley-Stratton, and there's a nice finish by Parks. And they'll have, I guess, a rolling timeout where they call a timeout and put everybody into the game. Dalton Higginbotham will check in for Park. Fogle into the ball game. Beckley-Stratton also making some changes as we play the final 124, and there is a timeout. And let's see if we'll take a full timeout. We'll take it with and be right back on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankancity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Doghouse here at Beckley-Stratton Middle School, final 124. This one, and this was long since been decided, and really thought we'd have a little bit more competitive game. Beckley-Stratton's very good. Park's got some work to do, and Independence beat both of these teams, so apparently both these teams have a little work to do if they're going to try to dethrone Independence from the county championship. So coming up on the final minute, 44-21 the lead for Beckley-Stratton. They've led all the way. They scored the first 5 points of the game. They've never looked back. They led 15-5 at the quarter, 25-5 at the break, 33-13 at the end of 3. As we go under a minute now, and there's a foul, and getting to the free throw line will be Cox. Chase Cox will shoot a pair for Beckley-Stratton. We'll have a quick wrap-up in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. As Cox will get to the line. And he'll shoot the first of 2. First free throw on its way. It is good. Second free throw is also good. The lead up to 25 here in the final 50 seconds of this one. There's Hamby on the drive, and he lost control of the ball. Actually, the ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Park. Dozier into the game for Beckley-Stratton. Mann's into the game. Ellison in there. Here's Cox in the open floor. He'll lay it up and in. Biggest lead of the game right here in the final 30 seconds. Here's Higginbotham, and he'll be fouled as he's bringing the ball up the floor. So it'll be side out the final 30 seconds for Park. Beckley-Stratton will go to 2-1. Park will fall to 1-2. There's a steal. Shot put up, no good. That's Dozier. And now we'll have a held ball, and the arrow will give it to Park. We appreciate all the sponsors that make this possible to cover all the games we do on Video Productions here in Raleigh County. Thank you very much. Play the final 20 seconds of this one. We got 2 more games the rest of the week for Video Productions. Doubleheader on Friday, 2 o'clock. WU Tech men's team will play. There's a layup scored by Beckley-Stratton. And they get the half-century mark, lead 50-21. Final 5 seconds, and they won't get a shot off, and that's how the game will end. The game is over. Final score is Beckley-Stratton 50, Park 21. Beckley-Stratton goes to 2-1. Park will fall to 1-2. We'll take our 4th quarter break, come back and get you to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show coming up next here on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi. Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
The 2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
And we welcome you into the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. I'm Maris Lowry, worked solo tonight. On the mic, that is. Of course, we have all the staff that is with us most, if not all the time, including the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing, Loretta Stiltner directing, Jackie Moon on camera. Final score, Beckley-Stratton 50, Park 21. And your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice-cold blue can of Pepsi. It was 15-5 at the end of the first quarter. Favor of Beckley-Stratton. They scored the first 5 and really never looked back. They led by 20, 25-5 at the break, 33-13 at the end of 3, and they win the ball game 50-21. Beckley-Stratton is now 2-1. Park is 1-2. Take our final break and come back, wrap this up and put a bow on it, and we'll do it after this on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but got touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
And welcome back to Beckley-Stratton Middle School. In the spirit of Christmas, we're going to wrap this up and put a bow on it as we wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Final score, Beckley-Stratton beats Park 50-21 for our entire staff that made this possible. First of all, I want to thank the administration at Beckley-Stratton. They did a wonderful job, and especially want to thank Felicia Law, the athletic director, of how she set us up and took excellent care of us, and shout out to her. But for Loretta Stiltner, who produced and directed, as well as the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, produced and directed beautifully, as he always does. And for Jackie Moon, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Beckley-Stratton in this boys middle school game beats Park 50-21. Merry Christmas.